C8 Pate, back at you with another video. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the Can-Am Ryker, and we're going to talk about 5 problems that people normally face. When you first get your bike, 5 problems that usually happen with these Can-Am Rykers. So before you buy one, make sure you look at this video. If you, at any point, think that there's something that I missed or I forgot, get in the comment section right now and tell me, let me know what it is that you had a problem with. We're just going to talk about just normal things, normal issues that people have with these things. We're going to keep it till 5. We're not going to go on and on and on and on. We're going to talk about 5 things. These aren't 5 things that I hate. These are just 5 normal problems, 5 common problems that most people have with these bikes, especially when you first get them and you don't understand the bike. So let's get into number 1. Number 1 is some people just leave the dealership, get down the road 10 miles, VSS fault comes on with the check engine light. Happened to me yesterday doing a ride, and I rode the bike like another 15, 20 miles. It did come out of VSS fault. It's going to go right back into VSS fault. I'm just trying to get into the dealership, make the appointment, get it back in so they can fix the bumper on it that they messed up, and, you know, try to figure out everything else. My ECU is not going to be in for like 3 to 4 months, but that's number 1 is VSS fault. When that happens, some of the bikes I've heard don't go over 35. When that happens with my bike won't go over 55. So it could be a number of problems. You got to hit the button and see what the codes are, so on and so forth. But that is number 1. I think everybody would agree. VSS fault is the number 1 common problem that happens with these bikes. What y'all think number 2 is? Squeaky brakes. Squeaky brakes on these things. That is a definite. That's number 2. When you first get your bike, I swear, for you new users that are seeing that you got a bunch of your brakes are constantly squeaking. Every time you stop, it's just squeaking like you need new brakes. Hey, I've heard people that have only had the bike 2 months. I'm like, man, I think I need my brake pads changed. I'm not saying they're using the best brake pads on this, but you don't need your brake pads changed. The brake pads just need to be broken in a little bit more. So what I noticed is in my first year, I constantly needed, my brakes were constantly squeaking. You can spray the little stuff that they give you at BRP or you got at the dealer to try to get it out. That don't work. A lot of times, as I tell people, just spray water on the brakes and it seems like it clears it up for a couple of days, but it's coming back. After like your first year of ownership and you ride it and you get past like, I don't know, like maybe 1,200 miles, it seems like that squeaking isn't there anymore. By the time you get to season 2 with your bike, that you're not even noticing it. It's not there anymore. Your bike doesn't do it. I just think it just needs to be broken in and it stops. So that's number 2. Number 3, you see rust in different places. So one of the, more common problems with these things, rust. So right here, mine is supposed to have these caps on it. They're not there. I got to try to get them on there. I don't know why mine didn't come with it on it. I got to talk to the dealer that it came from, but you see how mine are rusting out on both sides. And if you don't put caps over these, like see I got Spider-Man caps, they rust out in there as well. You normally will see rust like right in here. You see rust right there. So in certain parts of the bike, you're definitely gonna see rust. So some of you guys just freak out. I get people get in my comment section or I see on the street, they're like, man, do you believe a brand new bike? I've only had it for 3 weeks and I already got a bunch of rust all over the place. I'm like, it just is what it is. It comes with the territory with these bikes. So rust is number 3. What do you guys think? Number 4. Number 4. Come on, y'all. Get in that comment section right now. Blow that comment section up before I even say it. What is number 4? Number 4 is noises. So you see this right here. It's a little loose, but when you stop, the vibrations and different things, this thing makes a lot of noises. It's built with a lot of plastics to it. Plastic obviously can expand and this and that, but the bike has a ton of noises. So you'll step on a brake, you're like, where's that noise coming from? It's the plastic, and it's usually from one of these sides. It's either this side or you got the other side it's coming from. So some people will put, like some tape or other things over that so that doesn't, keep happening or whatever, and they don't, get that overall. So I see a ton of people making sure that I've even seen people put towels and other things in there just so they don't have to hear that. So some people are super serious about that. Let's get to number 5. Number 5. What do you think number 5 is? That's right. You guessed it. Putting accessories on these bikes is number 5. When you put accessories on these bikes, sometimes some of the bikes do not take well to the accessories. Sometimes you got to upgrade the batteries. What I mean by accessories is anything electrical. Wheel lights, other lights. When you start putting lights on this thing, you're going to replace those lights like 50 times. You're going to, sometimes depending on what light, especially like this light right here, you're going to constantly, like we see right now, that light is currently out. I turn the blinker on. Hey, it's still out. Hey, I don't know when that light's going to go out. Come on. Hey, I don't know. That light is a problem. I replaced that light like 4 times. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But the bike will it'll give you a VSS fault. Sometimes depending on what you put on here and what type of lights and voltage and this and that. Other times, the lights won't even come on. You add radios and stuff on here. Those are going to be a problem. Sometimes your radio goes out, your amp is going out. So just adding accessories on here, I don't know, man. If I had to start it all back over, I think I might just buy a regular Sport and just ride that thing, man. Just have fun. Don't put a bunch of stuff on it. Just enjoy the ride, because you go home a lot of days pissed off because your bike ain't working right. Man, when something happens with one of these bikes, man, sometimes, like me, I'm used to it. But I see so many other people, they just flipping out when something happens with one of these bikes. Man, come on, get in the comment section right now. If you're looking at this and it's your husband or your wife or your friend or whoever, you tired of them talking about this bike. One minute they talk about all the stuff they just bought for it. They can't wait for it to come in. Can't wait for it to go on the bike. Then, man, something go wrong. They be like, oh, man, my light went out. Oh, man, hey, I got a flat, this and that. It is something constantly going on with these bikes. So just be prepared for it. Yes, be prepared for the fun. They are fun. But also be prepared for the bad when something goes out or something's not working on the bike. Don't get pissed off about it. It comes with the territory. It is what it is. So that's number 5. I'm going to give y'all a bonus one. Bonus one is the rims. Man, you hit a pothole hard enough and you barely even got to hit it hard enough. As you can see, these are those new PPA wheels that I have on here. So with these wheels, I had the original 900 factory ones on. When I took those 3 wheels off, those wheels had dents all over them that I did not know were on those wheels. So when I took those 3 wheels off, my front one, I knew one of my front ones had a small dent. The other one I thought didn't have a dent. And my back one, I didn't think I had no dents in my back one. When I took them 3 wheels off, man, my front one on this side had like 4 dents in it. The one over there had 3, and the one in the back had 2 big ones, and I never even saw them. I never even knew that the bumps were there. I did kind of feel like the bike was riding different, but I couldn't like really see a lot of the dents. So some of the dents were like, a lot of the dents were inside of the wheel on this side. They didn't show, like usually if they're outside of here, you're gonna see them. I ain't see them. So most of my dents were on the inner wheel instead of the outer part of the wheel. Now my back wheel I just got replaced on these PPA wheels because in some previous videos I showed on the outside of the wheel I had a pothole and the dent went all the way up in there. It was bad. So I needed to buy another wheel. I just got it last week and I got it put on and so on and so forth. But those are my 5 things that, for you new people, for some of you other people that have had these bikes for a while, you already know it. These are 5 things that go wrong with these bikes. If you guys disagree with me, get in the comment section. If you do agree with me, get in the comment section. Let's talk about it or whatever. Let's help these newbies out, man. Somebody can really listen, or I'm sorry, read your statement. They're gonna listen to me and read your statement, and it's gonna help somebody. It's gonna help somebody decide which Ryker they want, if they even want to deal with a Ryker, if they want to go with a Spider, so on and so forth. This is what the conversation is about. This is what this channel is about. It's about helping people and providing that knowledge and experience that I have since I've had a Ryker since 2019. I was one of the first people to get it in Illinois, right? So I have a ton of experience on it. So I want to help people. I want to provide that, you know, that feedback, that input, just let people know what's going on with it. Please, 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 before we get out of here, hit that subscribe button right now. Please, we are almost, I think we're only 100 people away from 3,000. So please, I'm begging you, hit that subscribe button. I'm not asking you for no money, no nothing. Look right there in the middle of your screen, and if you see that red subscribe button just blinking red at you, that means you have not subscribed to my channel. Hit that button right now, please. Until next time, my friends, C8 Pate out.